Hi, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening. This is Kate with Motivators, and I am going to give you a brief synopsis of what our Kickstart 2025 New Year's Challenge is. We're going to focus on the nutrition side. So whenever you embark on a nutrition or a fitness journey, and anytime you want to engage fat or weight loss, it's all calories in versus calories out. I don't really care so much about, is it oatmeal versus steel cut oats? Is it almond butter versus peanut butter? This is more about portion control. And why I like to use this one in the new year is because it's not as daunting and complex as thinking too hard of the right and proper foods to eat. We want to make this as simple for you where you don't have to do much thinking, because the simpler I can make it for you and the easier it is to follow, the more likely you are to stick to it, right? So with that concept of calories in versus calories out, there's many ways to go about presenting it to the client. Weight Watchers uses points, and this one in particular is going to use cups. So what I do is I, gather a bunch of information from you, and we will generate how many calories you are consuming, and then we will make a small deficit so that you are going to be consuming less calories than you currently are, and then to create a fat loss. Also, with that being said, we're also going to break down where those calories are coming from. Is it going to be carbs, fats, or proteins? And we care about the proportion of those. Like, what is the ratio of the carbs to the proteins to the fats? And a lot of that breaks down to your specific body and the information and calculations I generate for that. So in order to not make it too complicated for you with the numbers, what we do is we take your macros and all your numbers and we put it into simplified color-coded cups. So all you have to think about is, how many yellow cups am I filling per day? And what's great is we're going to tell you what food groups fit in the yellow, what food group fits in the red. For example, these are your fruits, these are your carbs, this is your protein, these are going to be your oils and your fats. This is another version of fats, but yet it yields something different. And then the green is your vegetables. So what I'll do is I take those numbers and I do a lot of calculations and a lot of maneuvering, and I find out how many purple protein cups you need per day. Then I'm going to find out how many fruits you get per day. Maybe you don't eat fruit, right? So then I'm going to say, okay, Mrs. Jones, I have X amount of macros to distribute between your carbs. So what do you want more of? Do you want more like rices and starches, bread, maybe sweet potatoes? Or do you want more berries like raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, cantaloupe? And then you could say, oh, well, I really like to have, fruit at night or fruit at work. And then I would split up your carbs, and maybe I give you a little bit more of these if you prefer it, or a little bit more of these. But either way, your carbs both contain these 2 cups, which is fruit and starches. So that's one thing that we'll work with together. Same thing with fats. Things you have to consider. When you cook a piece of chicken in oil, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, is 14 grams of fat. Some people only get 40 grams a day. So 14 times 2, that's you're now almost 30, maybe you got 10 more to spare, and all your fats are spent on oils. That means no cheeses, no avocados, nothing like that. So I would say, okay, this is how often do you cook meats in oil? And then how often do you like cheeses, a slice of cheese, maybe some nuts, maybe some avocado. And again, these are my fat macros, but I got to find out how you would like to distribute those. So we really cater it to your needs. And then you have obviously your big protein cup. You'll fill this with chicken, tuna fish. So you don't like fish, doesn't matter. You get to pick from a list. And we have a whole color-coded grocery list. The cups that we got for you also come with a food list guide like this that color-codes it. The only thing different than if you ever look up the 21-day fix or ordering these offline on your own is that they switch up your fruits and your proteins. So they give, this is your protein cup and this is your fruits. I don't like the way the macros break down in that. I prefer this for your fruits and this for your protein. Obviously, we're working out with this program. You definitely need the protein to fuel your body. If you don't have enough protein, your body is going to start saving food for energy. And we don't want to store food for energy because that's how you accumulate fat. We want you to use food for fuel. Okay? So it's really simple. I do all the numbers. Julia and I, we do the numbers, we break it down for you, and then we just say, hey, these are your cups for the day. What's also really great about this program is, say it's not working and you need more oils, and I gave you too many cheeses. You could say, hey, Kate, I need more oils, and I'll play with your numbers, and we'll figure it out. Halfway through also, if you're not noticing any kind of weight loss or fat loss, we may make adjustments on your cups. I might have to take away a veggie cup. Yay, right now. Or add more protein or do something. So again, it's simple. You're going to get worksheets. I have so many different variations. I have snack ideas and equivalent to what they fit in a cup, so you don't have to necessarily put it in the cup. Just think of them as like measuring cups. You don't have to eat out of them, but you could fill it and then dump it on a plate or a container and save it. Some people, if they know they get like 4 of these a day, maybe they want eggs, they'll fill this with eggs, dump that, and then fill it with 3 servings of chicken, and then dump that, and then you could just operate out of the bowl of 3 of the chicken dumps and know that that's your chicken portion throughout the whole day. So you don't have to have like, okay, this is my meal, I'm going to have these 3 at once. While it's good to space it out, you don't have to. You could do your portions, put them in separate containers and say, this is day 1. And then maybe do it again and put day 2. So in the day 1 containers, you can kind of graze and eat what you have. But once you exceed the portions that you've already, put out, that's it. It's your daily budget. So these cups are your daily budget for the day. You consume no more, no less than the servings of what we give you. And we are definitely here to help you along the way. Like I said, I have so many tools, examples, things to send to you. But we really want to make it easy. I don't want you, yes, we tell you how many grams are in each cup in case you're a little bit more advanced and you want to know in your fitness pal and stuff like that. But I don't want you to think about that. I don't want you to overthink. I just want you to put the food in the box and eat it. Keep it simple. Don't overthink it. Sometimes overthinking it, you stress yourself out and you deprive yourself of so much that it becomes way too overwhelming. So again, it's simple. It works. And we do the thinking for you, right? You just eat your cups. And that's it. And then Julia will take care of you on the workouts. So if you're looking for a simple solution to really be specific to your body type, to what you're currently eating, to make sure you're in a deficit, to ensure that you are getting fat loss, then this is definitely the program for you. We don't ever do macros like this often in any of our challenges. So this one is a very unique one, presented in a very fun and simple way. So I hope you join us on it. And to those that are doing it, I'm very excited for you. We can't wait to see what kind of results you have. And it's only 30 days. You got 1 month. And the 30 days start from whatever day you join in January. So the second that we get you your macros, that's when your 30 days will start, because there's a little wiggle room between me generating and figuring out what you are going to consume. So other than that, guys, I hope this makes sense. Please reach out to Julia or I if you have any more questions. And have a great weekend. Bye.